Hello ladies, today I have a new Outre wig for you, so if you're interested in Dariana, keep watching. Welcome to Still Looking Good 58. I am Faith, and as I mentioned, today I have Outre Dariana. Thank you so much, Outre, for sending over this unit. Not one, but two. So let me show you the specs. Outre Dariana is 20 inches, and I have her in the color DR Chocolate Swirl. The other color that you will also see is DRFF Honey Brown. Dariana is what Outre calls a SLEEKLAY part, and their definition of that is that it is hand-tied at the part so that it lays more smoothly. This wig to me is what I would consider slacky, which is a little yucky and a little silky. She has two combs in the front, a comb in the back, adjustable straps, and she is a middle part. Okay, I plucked her and I cut the lace off, so let's see what she looks like on. Trying to remember to put my wig on from the back like Wheezy always tells me. She's so funny. Okay, this is what she looks like straight out the pack. First and foremost, I like the curl pattern. The curl pattern is really nice. She's a bit of a shedder, but again, when you cut off the lace, sometimes that happens. But yeah, I like her curl pattern. So let me show you what she looks like in the back. Okay, you know what? I think this standing up and swinging the hair thing kind of came from Brittany. I think she's the first person that I ever saw do that, and it seems like I've been doing it ever since. But okay, so I cut the lace, and I also, well, yeah, I didn't cut any baby hairs. I kind of left it the way it was. So I'm just looking to see, okay, so it looks like to fit it on both sides of my head. Yeah, okay. So the lace could probably be cut a little closer because it's light. And you guys know, it's usually not too light for me, but if it's too light for me, then you're definitely gonna have to tint it if you're darker than I am. Let me put some of this back here because this still needs to be trimmed off some. But yeah, this lace is light even for me. Okay, yeah, this is like an issue here. So let me just work with this for a little bit here. Cutting this lace off of here. So even though you can still see the lace, it's clockable, I'm not going outside in this wig. So I'm just gonna give you my general thoughts on it. First of all, if I was to rate this wig, it's still shedding. If I was to rate this wig, I would probably give her, I'll give her a 4. And the reason I'm giving her a 4 is because I don't think there's really anything wrong with this wig. She's just, I'm still kind of on the fence about the texture. It being silky versus yucky, I'm thinking I want it to be a little bit more yucky. But I do love this curl pattern. I think this curl pattern is beautiful. And if I get one more piece of hair on me, I'm gonna have a cow. But the wave pattern I really like about this wig. I think she's really beautiful in this wave pattern. And her being a middle part is no problem to me. But yeah, I like her. I think she's pretty. I love this curl pattern. It's beautiful. Look at that. This curl pattern is really beautiful. This is beautiful. Yeah. Dariana. She might be a winner chicken dinner. Let's see. The colors. She comes in your regular colors, 1B, 2, and 613. And don't get me started on the 613 as a standard color, because you guys know I've been wanting gray forever to replace that 613. She also comes in a DRBL Sandy Blonde, a DR4 Golden Amber, a DRFF Black Cherry, the Honey Brown that I'm going to show you in a minute, DRFF2 Cinnamon Spice, and a DRFF2 Ginger Copper. I think this curl pattern is really, really doing it for me. And I just really feel like I want to flip it over. I do. I feel like I want to flip this hair over because even though it has a middle part, I'm just feeling like it needs a flip over, you know what I mean? I just feel like this is a flip over wig. I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm kind of wanting to flip it over. And I like it like this, you know, kind of messy, you know, you're not like really trying to do your hair, hang out with your friend like at the last minute or go to dinner at the last minute with your man or whatever. It's kind of like that kind of wig. Let's just kind of flip it on and plop it on and go. So yeah. Okay, so now let's look at the other color. This one, the curl pattern on this one for some reason doesn't seem the same. I mean, it's still a nice curl pattern, but it doesn't seem the same to me as the brown one. I don't know. I'm gonna put these videos side by side anyway because I want you to see the difference in the hairlines. This hairline I didn't pluck at all. And the one next to it, I did. So, jagged one. So there you go. So you can kind of look at both of them and see. So let me show you the back of this one too. It's probably the same. I'm gonna do our Britney shake. Yep. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna give this one a 4-2. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because this one's not shedding like the other one, believe it or not. And I think it's because I plucked the other one, obviously. But usually blonde sheds, you know, it usually sheds. This one I like, but I don't think the curl pattern is the same. It doesn't look the same to me. It looks a little looser than the other one. And so, yeah, consistency between wigs of the same type can be an issue sometimes. So yeah, it is what it is, but yeah. So I'm gonna put a little powder in the part here. But I like this one too. I think I like the chocolate swirl color better. And you know me, I usually love my blondes, but I like the chocolate swirl color better, I think, than this one. So yeah, so tell me, ladies, down in the comments how you feel about Dariana. Whether you like the blonde color or whether you like the brown color, whether you noticed a difference in the curl pattern or not. And I definitely, again, there's a difference in using a straight cut as opposed to a zigzag cut sometimes on these. Because it looks to me like this one wouldn't even need to be glued down because I cut it so close to the hairline. Because I didn't pluck it. So that's something to think about. I like my wigs plucked because I like them to look more natural in the front. And obviously that's gonna leave some lace because you're gonna want those spaces to show up in the front. So you're gonna have to make sure that the lace is the type of lace that's going to be glued down and unclockable. If you're not going to have those kinds of spaces like I had in the other wig, cutting it really close like this is probably your best bet, so that you can make it still look as natural as possible. So yeah, ladies, so that's pretty much it. Again, I think I like the brown one better than I do the blonde one, especially because I, again, think the curl pattern is better on this one. So now it is time for the old school question of the week, the trivia contest, so that you can win a free headband from slg58.myshopify.com. The question today is from the 80s. And my question is, what was the name of the singing group Jeffrey Osborne was with before he went on his own? Tell me the name of the singing group Jeffrey Osborne was with before he went on his own, and the first person who puts it in the comments will win a headband. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for watching, and I especially thank Outre for sending me both of these units. I'm keeping this one, I think. So yeah. And ladies, as I always say, if you're gonna show love to anyone today, please show it to the creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.